I'm Tyler with Fireline Global, and today we're going to talk about field maintenance and repair on the foam pump. First, we start off with removing the bolts from the back cover. As we pre-head and took them off already. Then we'll just take 2 screws and screw them into our holes here so we can back it off the guide pins. What you want to do is do maybe a couple turns at a time and walk it off from each side. Once it gets loose, you can usually turn the other one by hand, and you know it comes off the guide pins. And then just back it straight off. And there's the back cover. And then as easy as taking the rotors and shafts out, just go ahead and grab a hold of both as they're heavy. And there's a disassemble. Now in the front, you would go ahead and do the same thing, as it has the guide pins as well, so you take and remove the bolts and then insert just 2 and back the front cover off. As simple as that. Now you would want to double check and observe the rotors and shafts for any damage or wear that's unnormal. As far as getting into some of the thrust washers and bushings removal, they come with a pre-notch in the thrust washer, and all you really have to do is take a flathead screwdriver or anything kind of sharp that you have in there and take your hammer and just hit it a few times and get underneath it, and once it starts to pop up, it will pop out and you can go ahead and replace it with your new one. As far as the bushings go, we use a Dremel tool here, and all we do is get in here and we'll scribe a line in the bushing. And it's okay if you get to the metal. I mean, you don't want to make a line into the housing, but if you did touch it, it's no harm, no foul. Once you scribe the line though, you can break off the little piece and pull out the bushing just by hand. I'm going to demonstrate on a smaller front case of installing a bushing. Now what we do, it comes with a tapered end, and you always want that down so it goes in nice and straight. And what we have is a little magnet here, and what we do is use a hand press or arbor press, and we'll put it on there and just make sure this goes inside the thrust washer area and doesn't hit the edge. But you'll take this and use the arbor press and press it down so it's nice and flat all the way down, and that's as simple as that. That's all you have to do. Now as far as the thrust washers go, one big thing is you want to make sure, and I do it when I build, is your top. I'll do the drive, idler, and then you have your suction and discharge side. Now why I do that is because we have the cooling system and we have the notch in the thrust washer, and you want to make sure when you do that it goes directly into the suction side. Therefore it will suck the coolant and cool down into the bushing and keep the shaft and everything cooled. As far as going that down, all I do is take a rubber mallet and I line that groove up, and I'll go around and just tap slowly around. I'm not going to hit it all the way in, but you get the idea. So you do that with the thrust washers after you do the bushing, because you can't press the bushing all the way in after you do the thrust washer. So bushings and then thrust washers as far as assembling goes. And that's almost it there for the insides. Now on the front seals, on the seal here we have a snap ring, and this is, you could use a flathead screwdriver, or for instance this is actually an envelope opener here. You just get underneath it and get that popped out. You can use your hands, set that aside. You could do this on the end of a table. We just have blocks here now, and take a flathead, and on the inside there's the little lip you can see on the seal, and you want to make contact with that and slowly tap as you work your way around, bringing it out just even. And there's the lip seal, and then your O-ring, and that's it. So when you go to reassemble this, what you would do is we would send you a new O-ring. You want to make sure you use some acetone or something, or some air if you have it on the field, but just kind of clean it and everything so it's a nice clean seat. Is get the O-ring in there, get your new lip seal, make sure there's 2 grooves, and you want to make sure that's down, and also it helps, there's a little lip on the inside, and that always faces down. Get that in. Same thing as far as with the bushing. Use that right there, and we press it all the way down with the arbor press, and after that's in, just install by hand your snap ring in the groove and snap it in. Make sure it clicks, and that's that. Again, my name is Tyler with Fireline Global. If you have any further questions of our pumps, please contact us at firelineglobal.com. And thanks for watching this video.